My name is Ethan Carter. I'm the Regional Crop IPM Agent in Jackson County, and I cover the Panhandle. So today we're out at the North Florida Research and Education Center in Marianna, Florida, and we're having our annual Peanut Field Day. So through this video, you'll hear from our speakers that we had today and their various topics.
My name is Ian Small. I'm an assistant professor of plant pathology based at the NFREC in Quincy. Today at the Peanut Field Day, we talked about tomato spotted wilt virus and the impact it's having on our peanut industry. This year is a severe year for this virus disease. So we talked about the different management options that growers have, looking at planting day tillage practices and other options that they have, as well as the importance of the development of resistant varieties as a long-term solution for this virus.
Hi, my name is Isaac Esquivel. I'm assistant professor in entomology, the new field or agronomic and forage crop entomologist at the NFREC in Quincy. And today, me and our plant pathologist Ian Small talked about tomato spotted wilt, and I spoke about thrips management and other pest management activities. So first we talked about thrips management with insecticides in furrow. We really only have two options right now. It's either imidacloprid or thimet. We spoke about how thimet is the only insecticide we can apply in furrow that reduces our tomato spotted wilt incidence, as well as talked about foliage feeding caterpillars and lesser cornstalk borer.
Hello, my name is Barry Tillman. I'm the peanut breeder here at the University of Florida, and we're here at the Peanut Field Day, and I'm talking about peanut varieties here. And one of the things we talked about was new varieties, and I'm holding here a new variety called Flow Run T61 that we released a couple of years ago. It has really good resistance to tomato spotted wilt virus and good grade and yield, so we're excited to see this get into the hands of growers. Right now we have about 1,000 acres in seed production, so it'll be a couple of years before it gets to that level, but it is on the way to producers, and we're excited about the growth of it. One of the other things we talked about was just varieties in general and how it's important to have a mix of varieties on the farm. So we typically historically have had a single variety dominate the marketplace, and that's true today as well. But as we develop new varieties and are more competitive, we like to see growers plant 2 or more varieties in their field just to reduce the risk of loss from diseases or other things that might affect the crops differentially.
Hey everyone, I'm Pratap Devkota. I'm a weed scientist with University of Florida. I'm located in Jay Research Center. So today in this stop, I'm trying to highlight peanut weed control programs. So basically we are looking here different soil residual herbicide, so at planting herbicide. So we have even included some of the new herbicide that probably we're gonna see here in the near future in our peanut production. Suppose Break is one of the new herbicide. So again, looking at different combinations of pre-herbicides, tank mixing, providing early season weed control, and also we are also looking at early post gramoxone treatment versus Cadre DB treatment, just to see how the gramoxone treatment response or the peanut response on gramoxone injury. So looking at weed control, canopy height, width, and also we'll have yield data later on, so which I'll be sharing in the winter meetings. But again, so overall we are seeing good response from most of the herbicide program we have applied here. And so gramoxone again seems to be, yeah, it injures peanut early in the season, but now we are looking, everything looks fine. So it's comparable to where we didn't apply gramoxone. So again, definitely gramoxone should be one of the herbicide option that we need to implement in peanut, because we need to rotate our herbicide chemistry and have a effective weed control program so that we don't develop resistance problem or we delay resistance problem.
Hello everyone, I am Hardeep Singh, and today I am talking about use of growth regulators in peanut. It is same as fixing the cotton. We use apogee as a growth regulator in the peanut. The main thing that what apogee does is it decreases the internodal length of the peanuts, and it helps to translocate that energy to the below ground biomass and increase the yield. There are several other benefits of using apogee, like we will have a lot less biomass and there will be less chances of having a disease because there will be more aeration into the leaves. Also, the fungicide that we spray, it penetrates well into the plant. Also, when we dig up the peanuts, the drying process of the biomass is a lot faster as compared to when we don't spray the growth regulator. So that's we are testing in our study over here.
Hi, I'm Dr. Nicholas Dufault, Extension Plant Pathologist with the University of Florida, and today I'm talking about peanuts fungicide disease management. So basically what we do here is each year we look at peanut fungicide programs on a calendar-based schedule, and we're trying to manage different diseases from leaf spots to stem rot, white mold pathogen, to rhizoctonia and CBR if it shows up. And what we do here is we're looking at different Peanut RX programs each year with 2 varieties, Flow Run 331 and Georgia 06G. And what we found over the past couple of years is that, one, in our trials, the disease tends to start later, usually shows up about 60 to 75 days after planting. And by the time we're about 105 days, we start seeing significant defoliation in these plots. Now, what that typically means is that we're not looking at the whole program. We're looking at a fungicide program starting about 75 days after planting, and we're looking at the products that they use there. And so that's going to create adjustments in how we look at disease management and how these programs work. One thing we've seen though overall is that these programs tend to work in general. They often have a good program that manages disease, they control leaf spots well. While there's some variation, we usually don't always see a correlation with yield out there.
I'm Mark Malden. I'm the Ag and Natural Resources Agent in Washington County. This stop at the Peanut Field Day is just some general pesticide information. We have 3 main topics we're looking at. We're looking at various formulations of glyphosate and how it is really important to make sure we compare them based on acid equivalent, the amount of the acid glyphosate per gallon of product. That's really important that you always compare your products that way. Our second main point, we're looking at these volumetric measuring guides and how it is very crucial that you only use these measuring guides for the product that is written on them. They are calibrated specifically for that one product and they are not interchangeable. So whatever you do, make sure you use the right volumetric measuring guide with the correct product. Our third topic we're looking at is any potential issues that may arise with water quality, like well water quality as it pertains to our spray solutions. So the big take-home message there is at least once a season you need to check your water that you're using to make your spray solutions, check the pH and check the hardness. Depending on what you find there, you may or may not have issues you have to address, but it's definitely worth getting that information in advance.
And if any of this piques your interest, please reach out to your local county extension agent. Florida has an extension office in every county, and you can talk to those agents and find specialists or people who will answer your questions for various needs. And we hope to see you next year at our event.